The Mafia didn't invent organized crime, but it. And nothing shaped their empire more than the drug trade. From the heroin pipelines of the 1950s to today's shadowy synthetic labs, we're tracing how the mob adapted, innovated, and corrupted its way to billions, and why their next move could be deadlier than ever. It began in the rubble of World War II. Sicilian mafia bosses, exiled by Mussolini, regrouped in New York. Needing cash, they turned to heroin, the ultimate high-profit, low-bulk product. Their secret weapon? The French Connection, a partnership with Corsican traffickers who refined Turkish opium into pure heroin in Marseille labs. By the 1960s, the mob flooded U.S. streets with 80% of the nation's supply. But heroin was messy, addicts died, cops noticed. Then came the Pizza Connection in the 70s. Sicilian bosses used pizza parlors to launder $1.6 billion in drug cash. The FBI called it the largest heroin network in history, until greed tore it apart. Heroin funded the Mafia's golden age, but their next high would be even more addictive. The 80s. Wall Street boomed, and so did cocaine. The Mafia pivoted hard. Forget low-level street deals. They became wholesalers, partnering with Colombian cartels like Medellin. Sicily's coastline became Europe's cocaine gateway. Mobsters used fishing boats, hollowed-out statues, even corpses stuffed with drugs. Profit margins? Astronomical. A kilo bought for $4,000 in Colombia sold for $150,000 in New York. But cocaine changed the rules. Violence exploded. Flashy gangster chic drew heat from cops and rivals. Then, in 1992, the ultimate blow, John Gotti's conviction under RICO laws. The mob's power fractured, and they needed a new hustle. Today's Mafia deals in drugs you've never heard of. Fentanyl, synthetic cannabinoids, designer opioids. Why? Synthetics are cheap, potent, and easy to ship. A single pill press can make millions of counterfeit Xanax laced with fentanyl. The 'Ndrangheta, Italy's most powerful mafia group, dominates Europe's MDMA and meth trade. They've partnered with Chinese chemists to cook drugs in Albanian labs, then launder profits through crypto and TikTok dropshipping scams. But the real innovation? Anonymity, dark web markets, encrypted apps, drug mules replaced by postal drones. The Mafia no longer needs street corners, just a Wi-Fi signal. Law enforcement isn't winning. For every lab rated, 10 more pop up. The FBI estimates synthetic opioids now drive 70% of overdose deaths, and the Mafia's supply chain is untraceable. What's next? Bioengineered drugs, AI-powered trafficking routes, cartel alliances with ransomware gangs. The mob survived prohibition, crackdowns, and betrayal. Now they're rebranding as a tech startup with a body count. We romanticize the Mafia's past, the suits, the swagger. But the drug trade's evolution reveals a darker truth. This isn't. It's a race to the bottom. Every time the mob adapts, addiction surges, families break, bodies pile up. The drug trade isn't just their business model. It's a mirror. And what it reflects isn't honor, it's hunger. A hunger that's always searching for the next high and the next profit.